be only one podcast and may be the Prince of the Universe. Hi, folks. I'm Matt.
And I'm Steven.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
It's like you never left.
It's
funny because after last week's episode, we kept talking.
Yes. About things that probably should not be said.
There are some funny jokes in there, too, that we would probably not put on there, too. I wonder how many people think how sadistic we are.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was thinking about, here's the thing. There's a story in everyone's life. You're like, I can't ever tell that story for obvious reasons. And I'm trying to think. I know that something's happened to me before where I can't tell the story. And I don't know what that is. I know there's some story out there. I'm like, no, I could not about others.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I have that. But
People
I know
tend to confide in you.
But I know there's one with. There's got to be one with me though. There's got to be one with me that I need to think. I know there is. I'm like, oh, I would never want that story being told. Because I told about. I didn't do this on the podcast, but back when hazing wasn't a bad thing in colleges, I was part of one for a sorority. I got hired by the sorority to haze their incoming people.
That's interesting.
It wasn't. No one got hurt. No one got badly damaged or anything. They just got scared, spooked once, and that was it.
You said sorority.
Sorority, yes, the sorority.
So girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her boyfriend was friends with me. And they knew him, but they didn't know me. I was out of college by then. I was mid-20s, I guess. And I still knew people on campus. And he went, I can't do it. They know what I look like. He said, but you know who would be great at that? He said, get Matt. And I guess we're telling this story. And
you don't need details.
Actually, no, I just dressed up. They told them there's an escaped convict, and this is back when all you could do is text on your phone. But everyone, they had the bag and the phone. No phones tonight. And but then, so they knew there was a threat out there, but they made them forget about it. Well, then I was supposed to be walking by the window, tapping on it, whatever, and scaring them. And what happened was I was supposed to rattle on the door and act like I was breaking in. They didn't lock the door, and I didn't know that, and I just bust on in on them. And then they all screamed and went upstairs, and I ran too. So. And then we did tell them what was going on, but that was just But even that's light.
Yeah.
They
all ran upstairs. Well,
just like in a horror movie. And then I went upstairs to follow them, and then I heard they're all in these rooms, and one goes, "I'm gonna check outside and see if he's still there." Why would you do that? It's like everything that you see in horror movies. It really happened.
Yeah, I guess people really are that stupid.
They really are.
Yeah.
I don't know because it's college stories from college. Oh, there you go. There you go. There's one.
All right.
With Thomas, my cousin.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good
Thomas.
times. That was good times. So that one, he wouldn't want to be told either. And it's funny because now, sometimes his kids come over, and I'm like, they want to hear stories of their dad, and I can tell them some stories. But there's other stories they can't tell.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's like when Bart's kids come over. Yeah. I'm like, there's one story I'm dying to tell Bryce, but he's just not old enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. Knowing Bart, he's probably already told the story to his kid, too.
Bart he doesn't
Bart owns his youth.
Yep. He's like, I did all this stupid stuff, but it still turned out all right.
Yeah. But yeah, most of the stuff just happened around me or stuff. I mean, everything we did in Mario Kart.
Oh yeah,
was
Mario
fun.
Kart challenges.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone knew. Yeah, but we even talked about that.
Those
My brother
fun.
talked about that. Yeah, but anyway, oh man, that goat story. All right, so anyway, what we're going to talk about. This is one I wanted to do with Bruce. I should have had Bruce text me his suggestions. You read a lot. We've already talked about this. So a lot of audiobooks and stuff. In the past, I've given several suggestions on things that I've read on this podcast and on my YouTube streams and channel and stuff. Obviously, I read more than Star Wars, and I've given suggestions left and right on that. But it was an episode that I think we wanted to do, but I don't think we did, because we were talking about what we wanted to read next, and then it kind of broke up, and then you were leaving.
Oh yeah,
you're in the process of leaving. But we were going to do an episode of, hey, what you reading now, or what's good out there, or what suggestion. That was an idea we floated around, but I wanted to back Prince of the Universe, we kind of take a subject and we write it through, and we've been writing through book reviews for honestly, months? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the Wheel of Time, we did it once a week. We did and that's
we
16 books
through Wheel of Time
and
doing that
the
once
Silo
a week.
series. So that was 4 books. So I mean, you're talking about it was a couple months. It was nothing but a book review channel. And I said, let's pause on books. Right. Let me talk about some other stuff, and then I'll have you back, and then we'll do it. And we never did it.
Right. You had Wes. Is that Aaron's brother?
Oh, no. That's wild. You would think that. No.
He sounds just like Aaron.
Wow, really? That's funny. That's funny.
The whole time I'm thinking...
I didn't even think about that.
But I didn't think Aaron's brother was named Wes, so I was like, well, maybe...
No, Wes is Wes I've known almost as long as Bruce.
Okay.
Like, I met Bruce barely before, like maybe a year or under a year before Wes. And it's weird how both of them are very much the same. They were both working out, big lifters and stuff, big buff guys.
I don't think I've met Wes.
Yeah. Oh, really? I guess you didn't. He didn't really hang out around the house that much when we were roommates. He hung before then, and then now he comes over a lot. But no, he's a really good guy, and he likes the Incredible Hulk like Bruce does. He likes Star Wars like Bruce, and they have a lot in common. Both of them did. But yeah, Wes is a really good guy, and he kind of stepped in when we're just going to record all this out here. But when Bruce was working really long hours, I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to go this solo for a while. And then Wes stepped in a few times, and now Wes is basically just a regular now.
Yeah.
Wes and Bruce are just going to interact, and if I get them together, that's good too. But yeah, Wes carries it. I wanted him to have some time off though. Here, he's really been a treat. He's been coming up with ideas too for me.
Well, I mean, y'all's series with the Batman movies and stuff inspired me to.
Oh really?
Yeah, I watched the first one. I haven't gotten around to doing Batman Returns and Batman Forever. Of course, I don't know that I need to watch Batman Forever because that came out when I was about 14, and I remember the first 2 Batmans when I watched them. I was younger, and it didn't resonate with me.
Right.
But then Batman Forever came out, and
you're like, yeah.
I was like, this
is my jam.
This is cool. Nicole Kidman, hot.
And she's still the hottest one he's had.
Yeah.
Well, Michelle Pfeiffer was really nice too. But yeah, Chase Meridian was
when she's
beautiful.
In the leather.
Yeah. What else? I'm kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, I like that. And then, of course, Batman and Robin.
Oh, it's terrible.
We
watched it together before we did one of our podcasts on it, and it was just terrible.
Yeah. I probably won't watch that one. I don't know that I can.
Well, other case in point anyway. There was like 8 weeks or 10 weeks or so back to back. It was almost 2 months, I want to say. So it was 8 weeks. I think that Wes and I did talk nothing but wrestling.
Yeah.
And
I listened to a few of those, but then I was like, I'm honestly, I was just listening to it because I needed something to listen to. I missed you, wanted to hear your voice.
Well, I know. But
I didn't know anything about what y'all were talking about.
Yeah, so we like to change the subject and not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, we touched on wrestling just, I think at the end of the year, we touched on it once, and we're going to touch on it again later on. But I like to juggle the topics.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened, which is why we never came back to do the other podcast about what we're reading. But that was always the intention.
Okay.
Because I can't remember what I was reading. I was reading something else at the time that I wanted to talk about. Bruce and you were both reading things, and this is when y'all exchanged recommendations. So
yeah, it was last year. We were sitting down at some event at church, and he was like, "Hey, they've got this big sale going on Audible."
He is always about the Audible sales.
And I was like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah, man. You can pick up audio books for like $1.50 to $3 and stuff like that." I was like, "Well, shoot, I probably bought 10 or 15 books that day." Sitting right there, eating with one hand and buying books. And I asked him, I said, "What do I need to read?" And he said, I told him I want a series. I don't want just a one-off,
one and done
3 to 4 hour book, and
I want to
find something else.
Yeah.
And he's like, Monster Hunter International.
He's talked about that one to me. It's good.
It's so
It's legit.
good.
Okay.
I mean,
Bruce loves that.
yeah.
He loves Monster Hunter.
I've listened to every single one of them.
And they are just as good as he said.
Yes.
It's the real deal.
They are the
Monster
real deal.
Hunter. All right, so give us the premise of what Monster Hunter's about.
Okay, so imagine that the world of the supernatural is actually real,
Factual, it exists.
but it's been hidden from us by all the governments, and anybody that witnesses some supernatural thing, if they survive it, they are either threatened by the government or they are recruited by a monster hunting
Depending on their
company.
skills, right?
Yeah, if they've survived it and they
Beat
were
it.
they beat it, then the companies that have monster hunting companies, they will try to recruit them. And so one of them is called Monster Hunter International. Been around since I think the 1700s or something like that.
Yeah.
Based out of South Alabama.
Of course.
And so it starts off with this big dude who's, looks like a linebacker, has a military dad and everything like that, but he's a CPA in Dallas. And he gets attacked by his boss, who had become a werewolf, and he survives.
Right.
And so that is the introduction
To Monster
to
Hunter
the
International.
Monster Hunter International. And so all the ghouls and goblins and stuff that are in all the books.
It's like a book version of the TV show Supernatural.
Yeah.
All the ghosts and goblins and ghouls and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
All
the wives' tales and
it's hidden to the public eye, but it does exist.
But they do exist, and it is their job to.
It's a good theme. It's a good premise,
and it is just good fun.
Yeah.
And they're using modern weapons and firepower and stuff, and they've got tacticians and bomb squad type guys on the teams, and it's good fun, and interesting reading.
Okay, how many books are there in this series?
Oh,
A lot. When you asked for a series, Bruce delivered.
He delivered. I think that there are 8.
Okay.
As far as part of the series, and now there are 2 that are called the Archives.
Spinoffs.
Yes. Well, not necessarily spin-offs.
Prequel.
It's in the same world. So this company, Monster
Yeah.
Hunter International, the company.
Been around since 1700s.
Right. They have archives, that little short story type things that are written by the hunters that have been part of the company.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah, I
say,
gotcha.
hey, this is a situation
The
that
Chronicles, yeah.
Right, the Chronicles of them. So, and several other writers. So the series is written by Larry Correia.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's his name. Yeah. But these Chronicles is basically a bunch of other authors that are writing in his world as other hunters.
I love that.
And so it's all kinds of different
He
writing
let other people
styles.
play in his
Exactly.
sandbox. Got
Yeah.
it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So actually, I'm listening to one of them right now, and they're real short. It's just there's not this overarching theme or anything. It's like, hey, this
Right.
is a situation we were in. This is what happened.
This
is
is a
how we
story
got out
at
of
a
it.
time.
Yeah, and if you're listening to it, anywhere between 15 to 30 minute listen for one of those. And
Pretty simple.
They're fun. Yeah.
Sit down and enjoy. Mm-hmm. All right. So is the series done, or is he still
No,
making?
he's still working.
He's still making.
Yeah.
Is there a meta story, like an overarching story?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Right on.
And it all revolves around this big guy.
Big guy, linebacker.
Yeah. What's his name?
He's only been in 8 books, so it's
I know.
okay if you forgot his name. No, that's okay.
It's been a while since I've read the last one.
Got it.
The next one should be coming out
Soon.
sometime next year.
All right
They're
on.
usually released in, I think, February.
Right on.
So yeah, they're a lot of fun. And then I've been kind of filling my sci-fi fix with oh shoot, what's his name? I gotta look again. Andy Weir,
Okay.
who wrote The Martian.
Yes.
That was
I know what you're talking about.
yeah. He's got another one called Project Hail Mary, which is really, really good.
What is this about?
So, Project Hail Mary is this guy discovers these little like nano organisms that are feeding off the sun, and they're migrating between the sun and Venus.
Okay.
And so they send a mission out there to collect a sample of what it is and bring it back.
Oh my.
So, and it's told from the perspective of this high school biochemist, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But the story actually starts with him waking up on this ship and not knowing why he's there. And so as he's progressing, he's remembering different things that are
Recalling
leading
the
up
past
to
that's leading up to what situation
where
he's in now.
he is.
I like stories like that.
It's really good. I enjoyed it better than The Martian. The Martian's good. I enjoyed the movie and saw it before I read the book.
Is the book better?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
The book's almost always
nine
better.
times out of 10. The only time I would ever say, and I think I said this on a recent podcast, there's been 2 times in my lifetime I've discovered that the book is actually not as good as the movie.
I think I know one of them.
What?
I Am Legend.
Oh no, the movie sucked. I hated that movie.
What?
I hate that movie. The book is excellent.
I think the book is good too.
I think the book is way better. I think the book is way better. No.
I'll need to go back and read it.
My 2 are Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
It's a classic, but oh my gosh.
That book is so boring.
That movie is unbelievably good.
Yeah.
I mean, unbelievably good.
I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis.
My brother said when he's running, there's only 2 things he hears, two music he hears. One is
Chariots of Fire.
No. It's
come on.
of course Last of the Mohicans. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And the other one is Magnum PI theme song. Those are his 2. But
I was just looking through some photos. Time Hop came up, and we vacationed in South Carolina several years back with my wife's family in Highlands.
Yeah.
Which is real close to where they filmed that. And there's this one spot, we went hiking up on the mountain. There's this one spot where there's this rock that kind of goes down and it's like a slope and everything. I was like, that's where they killed Uncas.
Did you go da na 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 da na na?
Yeah, like,
I would.
I mean, the whole time I'm hiking with a kid on my shoulders, but I wanted to be running. I wanted a musket.
Maggie and kiss her and say, "I will find you," and then push her for a waterfall.
Yeah.
And did you do that? I'm sure she would have loved you for it.
Yes, definitely, since she was, pregnant.
Yeah,
with our child.
As she's falling, it's from Last the Mohican.
I hate you, but I love you for the reference. She loves that movie.
And I'm going to scalp you. No, that's a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then the second one is Jaws. The book came out.
I did not know that there was a book.
It was based off a novel. And Spielberg was really smart to cut out and change things from the book. Book was kind of anticlimactic at the end. Plus, each character in the book is despicable.
Oh, really?
And so he decided to kind of make some of these characters
Somebody
more lovable. Because
Yeah.
you can't. Why would you care about them getting eaten by the shark unless if they're all despicable people?
Mm-hmm.
Like Hooper and the sheriff's wife were sleeping together,
Oh, gosh.
and she didn't love him. She didn't love the wife didn't love him and stuff like that. And he hates Hooper and glad he's dead. And everyone's just
Dang.
kind of selfish and just kind of miserable. And Spielberg's like, no, we're gonna change that.
Yeah.
Hooper actually dies too. And in the movie, he was supposed to die. But that's why he hides behind a rock underwater, and you never see him to the end because they didn't know what to do with him. He was supposed to die in the script, but Spielberg didn't want him to die.
Gotcha.
Either way, those are the 2 that were better than the book. Other than that, though, Jurassic Park, excellent book.
Yeah.
Excellent book. Better than... And I love the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying a lot of these movies suck, but the movie can be good, but the book is usually, if not always, better. Mm-hmm. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I really enjoyed The Martian. I usually do not like first-person perspective.
I hate it. I hate it.
But both The Martian and Project Hail Mary are told from the first-person perspective. And it's done really well. He writes with a lot of comedy. Not slapstick, but self-deprecating
I got it.
comedy.
Yeah.
That works. Inner conversations
in those situations,
and stuff. Not just, this is how I felt, and this, it's, talking through the issue and coming to a good conclusion and
not all first-person stories do I hate. Obviously, the classics like Frankenstein, Dracula, Jekyll and Hyde, I enjoyed. I also like, in a way, Watson's perspective from Sherlock Holmes can be first person.
Yeah,
because we're looking through the story,
we're watching the story
from
through
Sherlock.
His eyes. Yeah.
However, it does kind of veer away from that. It's not heavy on the first person. But I Am Legend is done first person too, and I love that one. So there can be times
and listen to that one again. I think I read.
It's short. It's short. It's like a short story by Robert Matheson. How do you say his last name?
Yeah.
Matheson. And dude, I need to read.
It's in a completely different part of the country too. Isn't it Phoenix?
I can't remember, but the story is excellent. The ending is awesome. And when I saw the ending to that movie, I was like, "Oh, piss off!"
Yeah, but that ending would not have worked in a big budget film. It would not.
I Am Legend.
It would not have worked. No.
Yeah. It. Come on. It's all about the twist. The sad tragedy.
It would work in TV series,
maybe,
but not in big theater.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just finished Interview with a Vampire, the first one.
What'd you think about that? The book. Anne Rice, right?
Anne Rice, yeah.
Bruce's brother Will is a huge Anne Rice fan.
Okay.
Even though I hear they're meh. What are you going to say? You going to say yes or no? You're hesitating here about Interview with the Vampire.
It's good.
But?
A lot of it's in first person. Okay. And it's more of a poetic writing.
Okay. You don't like the style.
Very descriptive.
Okay.
But it's still good. Very interesting. It brings up a lot of
interesting
points, concepts
discussion.
And stuff about being immortal.
What it feels like, certain aspects that had never been brought up prior,
and that was kind of his whole thing. Louis, who's the main character, the one that's being interviewed. His whole point was Lestat did not appreciate the subtleties and the impact that being a vampire had on somebody.
Yeah.
He was just all about living it up and just doing whatever he wanted. And that's what kind of drove the wedge between them.
Right.
But it was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Okay. All right. For a minute there, I thought you were going to say overrated. You would say overrated. A lot of people love Anne Rice. Did you read any of her other stuff? Let me just say that.
I have not.
Okay, so the jury can still...
I have not read any of her other
Did
stuff.
reading Interview with the Vampire say, I want to read more, or did you say, I'm good?
For a couple of days after I finished it, I considered continuing on. Because that's just the first book in the Vampire Chronicles.
I know, there's a big one. She did finish that, though.
I believe so. Yeah. I have the book with all of them in there.
Okay.
But I don't know. I would pick it up. I don't know that I would spend
right now. You're not feeling it. No. You got other stuff you like. No. I get that. Completely.
So yeah, read that. And then there's another series that I like to read. It's the Orphan X series. Think Jason Bourne trying to get out, but also wanting to continue using his skills to help people in need.
So, like the A-Team.
Yes, except that it's just him.
Mercy. Okay, got it.
Um,
and no van.
No,
The 18
no,
had a
an F-150, an armored F-150.
Oh, that's probably even better.
It's way better.
Okay. Orphan X.
Orphan X.
Okay.
I think the first one's called the Nowhere Man, and that's kind of his sign. So what he does is he helps somebody.
Yeah.
Gets, they're in trouble with whatever that
Right.
they cannot get out of. Whenever he's gotten them out of the issue, he gives them a card, and he says, "Find somebody who needs my help, and give them this number."
Oh, okay.
And then that's how he gets. So he has a dedicated phone. When it rings, that is like one of his biggest rules. You answer that phone.
You answer the phone.
No matter what else is
Answer
going
the
on.
call.
You answer the call, and he says, "Do you need my help?"
Oh, wow.
And that's how he gets his next mission.
Oh. Like
So-
Commissioner Gordon using the red phone to call Batman.
Yeah.
There you go. Or the Care Bears using their little stethoscope to come down from their Cloud City and their Cloud car to save some little kid and teach them the importance of sharing. I hate that I have little girls that watch shows this ridiculous, but it happens.
I think that's a pretty common theme because I'm thinking about this other show that my girls watch that's got they're all numbers.
Oh,
And
please
they do
don't show
that?
that to my girls. I hate it.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And
I'm still trying to wean them off Cocomelon.
yeah, mine just kind of naturally got off of
There's
Cocomelon.
nothing. We've strayed away from it. Then my wife will put him back on. It's like, stop letting them watch Cocomelon. Anything but I like Bluey.
I'm not into that one. Rowan, my youngest,
Yes.
she likes to watch Baby Dolls, is what she calls it. I want to watch Baby Dolls.
What's that?
And it's this person, you only see their hands, kind of like in the Muppet Baby.
No, my girls watch
and
that.
they just play
It's
with
just
baby-
toys.
It-
They're
it-
watching other people play.
Play with a baby
Do you
doll.
want to go to
Yeah,
a swimming
giving
pool?
the baby
Yeah.
a bath,
Let's go
putting
there.
the baby to
Yeah.
bed.
Oh,
And,
oh,
yeah.
no, oh, no. Oh, no, you're crying, so let me get you this. Oh, boy, I got to go to the store. And I'm like, you're just
Watching them play.
other people play.
But she will reenact those. When she's not watching it, she will reenact those same things.
I know.
With
no,
her-
my
with
girls,
her-
my
with
girls
her
watch
baby
that
dolls.
nonstop.
So-
They watch that other kids playing with toys.
Mm-hmm.
What does the world come to?
I don't know, but those kids make some money.
Oh, they make tons of money.
Yeah.
I wanted to make an adult version called. I have a bunch of Beanie Baby Bears, and I was going to call it Beanie Bear Theater,
Beanie Bear.
and then have me playing with the bears, except they just cuss a lot
Oh, no.
and do R-rated things. So it's like
Yeah, you won't
it's
make
like,
any money on that.
No, you won't make any money.
No.
Well, I mean,
But if
you
you-
would say it's not for kids, but then it's for adults.
Adults
So
aren't
adults
going to
can
watch that.
Oh, they're definitely gonna watch someone. When a Beanie Baby bags
that's true. Like,
bangs
they
the
watch
beans
Red
out of the
versus
next
Blue.
bear.
They watch Red
Oh,
versus
Red
Blue.
versus Blue. That steered off the track though. After a while, they should
Yeah.
have stopped after like season 2 or whatnot.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that? I never think I completed those.
Oh, I definitely didn't complete it.
Man, that was a fun show though. Back in the
was.
day, that was a very fun show. But you're right. I mean, it's just them. What a great idea to have them just. Someone just recorded them playing and just edited the scenes up and then put a voice track over it.
Yeah.
How smart was that? And it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Different colors represent different characters.
Yeah.
They were really smart. I remember my brother, Caleb, years ago asked for the complete set on DVD. I need to ask him if he has it.
Probably
Red
just
versus
look it up
Blue.
on YouTube now.
You probably could watch the whole thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm kind of wondering if I should watch the whole thing on YouTube again. I used to love that. Because that was Halo 2, right?
That's
Was
when
they
it
were playing on?
started, I think. I
Oh,
think,
man.
well, it may have
Oh,
started
no, it
like...
started in 1.
in 1.
Started in 1 because they were in Blood Gulch.
That's right.
Oh.
And then, yeah, because, it was definitely Blood Gulch. And then...
And then they did jump to the sequels.
yeah,
I
they
remember-
jumped.
That's when it kind of
And
got
they-
old to me.
Well, and when they jumped, they all started getting their different colors. Because in Halo 1, I think red and blue were the only options.
Yeah, but they were
And then
different
you could do, like,
shades, yeah.
pink and
green, and yeah,
black and
then
all.
it came with other
Yeah.
ones. Yeah. Wow. Man, that's been a blast from the past. I've
Yeah.
totally forgot about Red versus Blue. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. All right, so there you go. Hey, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
So giving us
It's a
some
pleasure to be here, man.
suggestions. Yeah, man. So there you go, folks. Hey, let us know in the comments. I keep forgetting to ask for listener participation. What are some books? Give Steven some book ideas.
Yeah,
Series.
I need a series.
Give him some series. Leave them in the comments. He will look at them and consider them out. No promises, but you definitely give it a look at least.
Oh yeah,
See if it's
I'm all
interesting.
about any kind of sci-fi fantasy series, and I like long books,
I
and
bet you do.
and big worlds.
I bet you do. The bigger the better.
I like big worlds, and again,
Okay. Nice big hard
all right,
back.
stop me before.
All right, there we go. All right, folks. We'll see you next time on Princes of the Universe.